Good morning again, and now we're going to talk about dial indicators, comparative measurements, and what does that mean. Okay, a dial indicator, and this is what this is up here. This happens to be a 1-inch travel dial indicator. Is not a measuring tool. Although we can use it for a measuring tool, it's not a direct measuring tool. When we think about direct measurement, we're going to think about a micrometer, a caliper. Steel rule fits in that category, but you have to think of the caliper and a micrometer is the easy way to explain it. Direct measure is anything I can put between my two fingers and touch it. Well, this here, there's nothing there that can touch. I can adjust this up and down. There's no real set 0 point on it. So what do we do? Well, in this case, I want to check this block. This block has been previously made and it's supposed to be 3 inches long. This is what in my field is known as a 1, 2, 3 block, 1 inch by 2 inch by 3 inches, within a couple tenths of a thousandth, or less than the thickness of a human hair. I'm going to use this as a standard, and I'm going to compare this block to this block. This is where we get the term comparative measurement. Now we also have to do this on a flat surface, precision flat surface. That would be this granite plate here. This is incredibly flat. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these screws up back here. Get my hand out of the way so you can see what's going on. And I'm going to bring it down to a nondescript point. Now that doesn't matter, but I did see this move on this 3-inch block. Now I'm going to move this block side to side, and what I'm looking at is this needle to be moving, and it's not. That means that I'm nice and flat and square, or that this bottom down here is exactly parallel to this surface up here. Now we're not done yet. I need to rotate this around until my 0 lines up with my stylus. Okay, now we are set for 0 here. Now, just don't pull this thing out and let it crash down. That is hard on a dial indicator. Just put your finger up here, hold it, then let it down nice and easy. We'll take this off. We're going to make sure this is clean. Again, clean, clean, clean. It's got to be clean. We don't want to measure dirt. And I'm going to compare this. Now I'm not just going to crash it in here. I'll take my finger, I'll raise it up, I'll put my part underneath there. And you can see here, we're not exactly where I started there. I'm a little below 0. Now you have to make sure and read this thing. If the needle goes this way, or counterclockwise, that's below 0 or less than 0. If it goes clockwise, it's greater than 0. So I'm going up, I'm going down. We'll come across it here. Whoops, and I just oops there, didn't I? And we're looking pretty good. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the dial, not to what was going on down here. So are we exactly that 3 inches? No. But when we got a tolerance of plus or minus 5 thousandths, what does that mean? It means that this little bar here is on the 5 thousandths mark, and this little bar here is on the 5 thousandths mark. As long as I'm between this indicator reader and this indicator reader, I'm cool. And this part is good. And that concludes this video on the use of a dial indicator.